Here with wrestling head coach Coach Sanderson. Cale, talk about what you've seen from the team, and are you happy with the progress here the first couple weeks of practice?
Yeah, things are going real well. These guys are working hard. We're making progress. We're at a kind of a time right now where we want to stay alert and continue to improve. We're still 4 weeks out of competition. We've been here at school. We've been in school for 6 or 7 weeks, so it's kind of a time where we just need to make sure that we're sharp and we still see because that season's coming up quickly. It seems like it's still a month away, but it's going to be here before we know it. So we just got to make sure we're continuing to make progress.
4 weeks from the first competition, what's a typical day of practice like? What are you doing in here?
Well, it varies. It depends on today's going to be a higher intensity, and we're really going to push their lungs a little bit. And we'll see, but then we'll have them put their sweats on and work on their weight a little bit after and still roll around on the mat. So it just depends on where we're at and just with the team, what we feel like we need to work on. But there's some variation. That's part of making sure these guys are coming in fresh.
What type of expectations do you have for yourself and the team leading up to the fall and then on into the winter?
Well, we want to be the best, and that's the mentality. We want that mentality where we want to really hammer people, and we want to be the nightmare, that type of mentality. And you get that by being that every day, and that's something that we're trying to do in here. And these guys, we know we've got a lot of talent in the room, and we just got to match that talent with work and intensity, and we're going to be doing real well.
How close is the team today to where your expectations are where they should be at this point in the season?
Well, I think our guys are in great shape right now. They're ready to wrestle. Technically, you're always looking to improve in areas. We have a young team, so that's why we want to really take advantage of this next 4 weeks. But we're ready to go. It's a good feeling, knowing, and I know I'm anxious. I know they're anxious, and that's a good thing. We're ready and excited about things to get started.
Here with Nittany Lion wrestler Quinton Wright. Quinton, talk about how the past year has gone in the off season, what you've been up to and what you're working on.
Well, the past year has been really good for me as a wrestler, just working on a bunch of different moves, just getting better conditioning wise, working on technique. Everything's starting to come together. I'm really excited for the upcoming year.
How much more prepared for a season do you feel right now than you were 2 years ago when you wrestled?
I just feel like I got more weapons. I think I said in an interview before that right now the difference between this year and last year is like I just got a few more tricks in my technique, and I'm not going to be ill prepared before I go out there and wrestle.
Talk about what types of things you're doing from now until competition begins here in about a month or so.
Just wrestling hard, wrestling Coach Cale, Coach Cunningham, some of these bigger guys every day in practice, really pushing myself just to be the best I can be, and not giving up when I'm in here wrestling against these guys. Because they're pretty tough, and it's pretty easy to say it's okay, he's an Olympic champion, but just trying to hold myself accountable to that standard of being good.
After redshirting, how eager are you to get back on the mat in competition?
I'm real eager. It's like I think I said it in one way before, is that it's like the night before your birthday, the night before Christmas. You're just like, you can't wait, you can't fall asleep, and you're just anticipating for that day to come.
Here we are at the wrestling complex with the Alton twins. Guys, first of all, can you talk about what the adjustment to college has been like and how challenging the training regimen has been?
Training is pretty harder than we usually went through. Just like 2 practices a day, some days, and then it's a lot harder, longer, and a lot more live wrestling. And then working with the technique with lifting and stuff, and then bottom top, we're getting better at each day. But in high school, we really weren't doing much on bottom top, and that we're working on.
What's been the biggest challenge for you?
Probably getting out of bottom. In high school, I could get right out, but during practice these days, everybody's good, so it's a challenge for me to get off bottom and then turn people on top and try to get that riding time.
How about you?
Sitting here, mat wrestling is probably the most challenging thing. Just getting off bottom and working hard on top.
What's it been like wrestling under Cale in the first couple weeks of practice here?
Pretty cool. He's a good guy. I like wrestling under him. just wrestling for him is a pretty big thing. He'll take us to that next level. So just I like it a lot. So pretty much the same thing. Just I love it.
What are you looking forward to most this fall and into the winter?
I'm ready for season to come. Open tournaments. Don't know if I'm going to redshirt yet or what. I don't know what the thing is. But I'm ready for just the season, ready for the environment, see what it's like since it's my first year.
What are you working on specifically leading up to the season? Anything you're working on in your?
Just mat wrestling and conditioning, and getting my weight down mostly. So.